I need to focus the camera real quick. What's going on, everyone? I'm super awkward at the intro, so bear with me. Today I'm going to do a somewhat tutorial video on how I draw, I guess, dogs, because I'm doing a dog right now. Reason it's somewhat is, as you see, it's already over halfway done. I need to focus it there. It's already halfway done, and drawings like this, because this is a drawing for a friend, I can't record because, you know, I can't just get a picture up on Google and draw from like I usually do because I draw from my TV. I can't just get a picture up on Google and draw from that because I record and draw from my phone. I get these pictures sent to me on like Facebook and I have to draw from that. So these things can't get recorded. Now, I said earlier in the year that I was going to try and draw more, especially for like YouTube. And I've drawn a lot of things. Like because this is the fourth dog drawing I've done and I don't record any of them because I've done 3 of them in the past 2 months. And like I said, I can't record any of them. And plus, you know, people I'm drawing them for might not want me to do it. The person I'm doing this for, I don't think cares. And his dog looks awesome anyway. So, yeah. I was drawing this. This one here would have been done last week, possibly, because I was doing it, you know, this was getting done. I was doing an hour of it a night. 10 points to whoever can guess who this is, but we'll get to that when that video is done. Alright, back to the dog. So, just a forewarning, stuff like this, because for me, if it doesn't look exactly like it, I think it sucks, because that's just my mindset. But, you know, people will tell me it's not, and I don't listen to them, but it's good. Sorry. So, this isn't something you get done in an afternoon. This, and keep in mind, I procrastinate a lot. I don't draw every day because I do it because I'm good at it. We won't go through that again. But I also watch videos at like YouTube, movies, some TV shows, whatever, while I'm drawing, so that doesn't help. But this dog has taken through all the Harry Potters, all the Hobbits, and Fellowship of the Ring, Lord of the Rings, and a bunch of YouTube videos. So it's taken a while. But this is without a doubt the most detailed one. If I can find them and I can figure out how to edit on my phone, I'll put the other drawings, the other dog drawings I've done in here. But I'm going to give you a sense of how I do dogs. And if people like this, I might do it for some future drawings, like of people or something. I think I want to start doing a lot more detail, which means they take a lot longer. Like the one I showed you before took 5 hours, just that bit. So we'll see. But anyway, let's get into it. Now, to start things off, these are the pencils I use here. Cretacolor, extra soft, whatever. I think they're Austrian, if I could guess. But these are very good. They're basically charcoal pencils, but they don't really smudge when they move around your book. So I could show you a I'll show you an example because the folder underneath is I've almost finished. That is the last drawing until that folder is finished. So I'll make a video on that. But these are really good. They come in number 1 and 1 through 5. So 5, and I'll just show you real quick, being, you know, light like down here, and 1 being dark like up here. And now I guess I'll get into it. So as you see, this dog has a whole bunch, like it's a brindle dog. It's not just one plain color like all the other ones were, so there's a lot of detail going into it. And so yeah, like I said, this takes a while, but I'm going to show you how I somewhat do it. I'll give you an example of the face. So as you see, its snout is somewhat dark, but then, you know, it's white with a bunch of, you know, brown fur going around it. So what I will usually start off with is in the light color, just drawing lines like this up it. And you can do this throughout the whole thing because I also use a kneaded rubber eraser, whatever. And these are really good. These will get rid of most everything. And you can essentially draw backwards with these because you can shape it to a T like this. And if it's too dark, you can just erase like that. So for example, if I thought up here looked too dark, I can just do this and erase a bit of it and it's lighter. And if I thought I was bad, I can just go over in the number 5 and do that. So I start off with number 5 like this, get a bit of an outline, and if I need to, I can use a brush to blend it out a bit more. I don't know if anyone else does that, but you know, I just use these little brushes because they help. And also use these little paper fingers. I don't know what these are called, but they are very useful for some certain things. So like this, if you see, I can make like a somewhat finer edge without it being too dark, like as you see I've done here at the bottom. So I do it in the light pencil, and then say if I need to do like, say, the snout here, I'm essentially just drawing a bunch of lines like so. And keep in mind I'm looking at a picture right now, so I can't do something like, I'm not going to draw the whole thing because I can't really do anything like that. But as far as dogs go, this is as much as it is. I'm just doing this, I'm looking at the picture, and I'm following the pattern as best as I can. I want to do it exactly as it looks, and so that's how it's going to look. So if I need to go darker, I can do darker lines like this. So I'm doing it lightly right now. But keep in mind, if you keep going over the same spot, it's going to get darker and darker. So pretty much it's just doing this over and over again. You know, very light strokes like this until eventually it'll get done. Now, like I said, this takes a long time. And you know, you can do it differently. Like there's a whole bunch of tutorials on it. This is how I personally do it. And so mine end up coming out, I'm going to say very detailed because that's how I like to do it. So yeah, and you know, I'll go over like the tongue. So see how the tongue's sticking out? The tongue, I don't do the stroke because it isn't made of fur or anything like that. So what I did was I'd used a number 5 pencil, because these can still go pretty dark. Like this still goes to like there. And you see that line there. But I just did it lightly like this. And then with this thing, this is very good for blending. So I just circle blend it out like this. And you see it makes a shadow on the tongue. Like so. And then this also can do these little lines in here that I don't think, because pencil marks can show up easily if you do it wrong. So if I did it in a pencil like this, I could show up, whereas this thing can pretty much buff it out. Like that. And yeah, for the most part, I think that's how I covered it. For the collar, for the most part, I think it doesn't matter. But because I don't have a picture of the collar, I can't show you how to do that. But that's pretty much it. Now, if you wanted to, just to have a base layer underneath, you could do this whole thing in pencil. So go across the whole thing like this, and then brush it all out. You have an underlayer. But anyway, that's as much as that's going to be. This should get done tonight, and then hopefully the drawing underneath by next week, because I have a lot of things I need to, because keep in mind I have drawings that other people want to do, and I do other things as well. In other words, I'm lazy and sometimes I don't draw. Because I have a whole lot of stuff I need to do, so I can't draw as much. Well, I can't draw as much for YouTube, sorry. Anyway, I'm droning on like I always do. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see more kind of stuff like this. Better ones that I can actually do proper tutorials on, where I'm not, because I want to get a tablet or something that I can look at instead of my TV, because that'll help a lot more. I'll have a lot more better quality in front of me. It'll just be a lot easier to record as well, because I don't have to draw and record from my phone. Hope you guys enjoyed. Happy birthday to me. My birthday was yesterday. Just gotta chuck that in. And yeah, thank you.